That's my computer. Sorry about that.
Oh, is that what? Hey, everybody. It's Victor right over there. And there's Ralph. There's Horror and Coffee.
Are we
Welcome to
live,
third.
Ralph? Are we
We are
live?
live. We're live. We're live. We're on now.
Okay.
No, because yeah, I got a little. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. I got a little distracted because Victor's computer went bloop. It made a sound. I didn't
You
know
thought
where
it
it was
was
coming from.
yours.
I thought it was mine, to be
Right.
honest with you. But everything seems to be doing very good. Welcome to another night of Thursday Night Coffee, where it is 9 o'clock at night and everybody's home, getting ready to go to bed, getting ready for the next work day. Tomorrow's Friday. The weekend is upon us, ladies
And thank
and
God for that.
gentlemen. Thank God for that. And
Hmm.
we are just enjoying this time just for an hour. Just for an hour. We're going to just kind of sit back, relax. If you are watching us, great. Please consider subscribing and tap on the bell for future notifications for future Horror and Coffee content. If you are watching the replay, do that too. Because this is who we are. We talk horror movies, we talk all the cool things in pop culture regarding horror movies, regarding sci-fi, regarding pretty much anything you want to talk about at this point, because it's Thursday night and we have our drink on.
That's right. I
We
got
have our
mine.
drink on.
My phone. Sorry. Okay.
Oh
I got
no.
mine. Okay.
Oh my god. Yo, Vic, did you ever see that movie? It came out during the pandemic. I remember seeing it when I was in Puerto Rico. I was watching it on my laptop. I forgot what it was called, but it had to do with something like this. Like it was like a Zoom chat, but then there was like
There was several movies like that came out like that.
yeah, I saw one, and it was only an hour long, a little over an hour. It was short, but
Yeah.
it was good. I enjoyed it. I actually did a review of it while I was in Puerto Rico.
Well, that's not bad because they have to do original movies because they're doing so many stupid ass remakes.
Yeah,
Original movies is what we need now.
for
Yeah.
real, because it's just doesn't compute. Nobody has joined us yet on the chat. I mean, I
That's cool.
advertised, I put it up, but it's kind of hard. Now, having said that, do I sound all right?
Yeah, you sound perfect.
Okay, good. I just want to first of all wish everybody in advance a very blessed and happy Thanksgiving. You see the turkey over there in the corner? Gobble gobble, right over there. Right, gobble gobble. Right, it's gonna
Are
bring
you
all
ready for
the.
Thanksgiving, Ralph?
I am ready for Thanksgiving. Hey, Baron Von, how you doing? Mr. Exorcist Reviews is here, and he's gonna be hanging out with us too for a little bit, and that's good.
Cool.
He's our first customer of the night. Hopefully, more will be coming in. Um, I'm ready for Thanksgiving. It's funny when I was a kid. My mom used to take my sister and I to the Thanksgiving Day parade every year.
Yeah, no, that was a tradition
That
with
was
my
a
family.
tradition, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was. Did they used to do that with you?
Not with me. With my sister, they did it. I didn't want to go in the cold and nothing like that. But
I didn't care. I mean, I froze my butt off, but I loved it. What was my favorite float? The Sesame Street float.
I like the Charlie Brown. But let's talk horror, Ralph.
Yeah,
The
I'm.
subject that we got
I'm just
today.
breaking. I'm breaking the. Before we go into that topic,
Okay,
because I like to address a couple of things before we get into the main topic.
let's begin.
Today's main topic is horror movies that take too long. That is so
Well,
long.
horror movies that are too long, like they're just too long. They should have been shorter.
They should have been shorter and stuff like that. I'm sure we've all had that. Hey, Frank, ready for Christmas? I'm a doorman. Wink, wink. Good evening, people. All right. Frank has joined us. Baron Von has joined us. We have two people here so far that has joined us. This is great. Um, what I want to talk about is a couple of things. And I want to get this out of the way first because honestly, this drove me absolutely nuts.
Tell me, hurry.
I'll tell you right now. This.
The Keeper. Oh, that's the movie with. That's the movie by Anthony Perkins' son.
Yep, Osgood Perkins.
How was that
Oswald
movie?
or Osgood? Wait a minute. Are there two of them? Or am I crazy?
I don't know what was his name. Oliver Perkins.
No. Hold on for a second, because I see Osgood, and that for some weird reason in my brain, as I'm looking at the title there, I'm kind of. Has that always been his name? I thought it was Oswald Perkins.
Well, anyway.
No.
Continue.
Hold on. I'm a fact checker. I need to know. I just want to make sure this is the same guy that did the other movie. Yeah. All right, never mind.
All right, go.
All right, so
first of all, how was that movie? You just saw it. How was
oh
it?
god, it was stupid.
Really?
That's the word I had to use. I'm sorry. I liked Longlegs from a couple years ago, and Monkey was all right. I didn't give it. I don't think I gave
Wait a
it
minute.
a high review.
You went to watch this movie after what point that you said, "Damn, this kid is stupid"?
In the middle, by the end of the first act.
Okay.
By the end of the first act,
And then it didn't recover after that.
No. I was
Wow.
hoping it would, but as it kept on going and going, I was like, first of all, it's one of those movies that has a lot of abstract imagery. You see water,
Yeah.
you see glass, you see trees, and it's like he gets into that. And I was like, can you please just get on with it? That's how it felt.
So what do you rate it?
I already put up my review. Didn't you see it?
Oh no, I didn't see it. I got to check it out. I was
sent
asking
it
you
to
about
you
that.
earlier. I sent it to you
okay.
earlier.
Wow,
Yeah. I gave it one.
And you know what? You haven't gave a movie a bad review in a long time.
Yeah. Well, some movies there have been movies I've given only two
Right.
coffee cups, but this one just one.
Oh man,
I was
that's
dying
sad.
for it. I was dying for it to end already. This movie was approximately 1 hour and 39 minutes long. It's not particularly long, but I guess in keeping with our topic for tonight, I wish it was shorter.
There you go. So let's talk. Let's talk
wait,
about the topic.
We're not done. We're not done, dude. You relax. We got an hour here. We got plenty of time to talk about all
But
that stuff.
I have a few things.
I know, and you're gonna say them. All right. So that's the thing about this movie. I have the review. I posted it up earlier today. For those of you who want to check it out, I'll put a link below. But in the meantime, I hate it when I do that. There we go. In the meantime, we're gonna also do real quick a trailer reaction to a movie that's coming out in early January. It's a zombie movie, Vic.
Yeah.
It's a zombie movie. And it's called We Bury the Dead. And you know who it stars?
Who stars?
Daisy Ridley. You know who Daisy Ridley is, right?
Daisy Ridley. No.
Yeah. She played Rey in the new Star Wars movies.
I don't like that actress. But
A lot of people don't,
chance.
but let's check out the let's check out the let me get rid of this and add this. Here we go. I think they're running zombies.
Tragic images emerge following the deployment of an experimental weapon.
Experimental weapon.
Next, please.
I'd like to join the body retrieval unit.
Who was down there?
Just a little further.
My husband.
I want
Look
to
at
make
that.
a difference.
There should be a way to get to the highway without them spawning us.
I know what you're going through, but if you find your husband, I hope you understand what that could mean.
Oh, zombie.
The odd ones that do come back online are docile. You have nothing to fear.
You want to know why only some of them come back? They're the ones with unfinished business.
Is it true what they're saying?
They're getting more hostile by the day.
Just a little further. Just a little further.
Just a little further.
January 2nd.
First horror movie of 2026.
Wow. So it's
What
a
are your
zombie
thoughts?
movie.
What are your
Okay,
thoughts?
I hope, in my opinion, is I hope a new zombie movie would do good because it's been a while since zombie movies did anything, and then I nobody has recaptured the zombie thing like George Romero. So, in my opinion, I hope it's good. You know, the last good zombie movie that was in the theaters was wasn't it the one with Brad Pitt,
World War Z.
World War Z? Wasn't that the last zombie movie?
Yeah, I mean, you can hardly count 28 Days Later as zombies. That's more like they're rabid,
right.
you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I would agree.
Well,
I would.
I just hope it's good, you know. But to me, that from that trailer, it looks like it would be on streaming a month later.
Oh, really? It won't.
That's what it seems
You
like.
don't think it'll make a lot in the box office?
I don't know, man. A lot of people have gone past
Yeah.
zombies already.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's been a while, admittingly, to see a zombie movie in the theater. This preview actually gave me Dawn of the Dead remake vibes. Like it felt, it reminded me of
You
it.
mean from the remake?
The remake, the one that
from-
Zack Snyder did.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like I felt like it gave me that sense, same more or less weird sense. I think this is just a me thing, but that was the sense it gave me.
I wonder why they chose her as the main person.
Well, Frank has a theory. She'll be okay. Just use the lightsaber and the Force and end by the zombies. Does look interesting, though. It has the Last Man on Earth feeling to it. Oh, okay.
Oh,
He
that's-
has. What were you gonna say?
No.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what she's gonna do because she's been in different things.
I haven't seen nothing with her besides Star Wars.
Okay.
So what other things she's done?
She's done a Murder by the Orient Express.
Oh, she was in that, the new one.
Yeah, the remake. Hi, Stephanie. Stephanie from I'll Buy the Popcorn. Check out her
Okay.
YouTube channel. She does great movie reviews, hailing from Texas. Hope all things are well there. You know, yeah. So I think that movie would be good to watch. You know, look, Frank, I'm not paying to see this in theaters, so I'll wait for streaming. There you go.
Yeah, because it'll probably be out in like less than a month, man.
Yeah, it's possible.
It's like for me, I go out to movies right now, Ralph, unless it's an event, a big event.
You don't go to the movies like you used to.
Yeah, because it's so damn expensive, and then when you go inside the theater, you spending just on the treats alone, popcorn and all that stuff. It costs more than the ticket.
Well, you know, it's funny. I think the popcorn and the concession stands, that's where the money's really made in these theaters.
I think that's where
Not
they make the money
theaters.
now.
Because look, I have an AMC Premier membership, right?
Right.
So I can see up to 4 movies a week for free. 4 movies a week for free. That's over $100 worth of a ticket. But I could see up to 4 a week, right?
Right.
For free. And I pay like a flat fee of, I think, almost $28 a month.
Right.
So I'm kind of like, that's a fair trade. You know, that and I think for somebody like me who also likes to go to the movies to see the like Keeper, even though I saw Keeper, you know, I don't feel as bad because when I see a movie like Keeper and I don't like it because I thought it was stupid, you know, hey, at least I saw it for free in a way, you know, like I don't
it's
have
true.
that feeling, you know, like I don't really get that, you know, that it's not like I said, damn, I wasted $20 on that shit. You know, I can't say that.
Yeah, I've been caught a lot with movies that suck, and I say, "Damn, I wasted my money."
Right. I haven't had to say that in a while ever since I
Yeah,
became
so
a
that's
AMC.
good.
I'm not plugging AMC. We're not sponsoring them
Right.
for all of you, you know. But you know, and AMC is not the only ones that do that. I think Alamo has a similar
Because I think
plan,
they're
right?
doing that now. They're doing that because they're trying to get people back in the theaters. Everybody's streaming.
Yeah, you know, and I know you're an Alamo guy.
I'm an Alamo guy.
You're
Yeah.
an Alamo guy, so I would suggest you see what their options are. Oh, Frank has a lot to say today. I just finally watched the Toxic Avenger remake, and I regret not seeing it in theaters. It was really good,
Ah,
but I agree theaters are too expensive at this point. I'm picking what to go see.
I got to
And
see that. I got to see Toxic Avenger. It's on streaming, and I got to see it. I just didn't want to take that risk of going to the theater and seeing it, and it's garbage. You understand? That's how I am right now. Unless
okay,
I get like, well, let's for instance, like you go to the theater, right, Ralph? Because you go to the theater a lot. You come back to me and say, Victor, that movie was good. That's when I'll go see it. But I'm not going to risk it now because it's
you
too
trust my
expensive to
judgment.
risk. Huh?
You trust my judgment.
Exactly. And plus, movies are just too expensive to um to just spend. Especially especially when you got a budget going.
Oh yeah, of
Everything's
course.
so expensive now. So
Yeah,
you
it's not
know.
like everybody has money falling out of them like that. That's not
Mhm.
how it works in reality. You know, I totally agree with that. You know, but it's just ever since the pandemic, movies have been struggling to come back. You know, um, he's. I have a lot to say because I'm in the bus to work, so I have some time. Good for you. He's on his way to work. He's on the express. He's a doorman.
Okay.
Great guy, Frank. Great family too. So you know, like for me, going to the movies is an experience. You know, it's the theater thing. It's the thing, and you know, my girlfriend and I, we go to the movies almost every week. Man, we're always going to. We're always going to see something. We're gonna see the new the Wicked movie. Wicked, because we saw part one last year, so we got to see part two this year. You know, so we're gonna go see that. We're always going to the movie. I just don't go in and watch horror movies. I see a whole bunch of stuff. I'm always watching something. But when it comes to horror, I definitely go see it and then I check it out
So are
here.
we ready to talk about our subject?
Yes, sure, Vic. I know you're dying to get into it.
No,
Please go
because
ahead.
it's I have a list, and then we
Sounds
got to
like a
talk
big
about it.
list. Must be a big list. Go ahead. All right. So here's the topic. Let me set the tone for everyone
Go ahead.
listening. Have you ever gone to see a movie, even if it's not a horror movie, that you walk out of there feeling drained because you felt like it was 3 hours long? Maybe it wasn't 3 hours long, but it sure felt like it was for some weird reason, and you don't understand why they sometimes make movies a little longer than you think they should have. Why would they make movies this long? What kind of
Exactly.
permission did they get from the studio to make them that long, that they can go this far? Because the truth is, when any director makes any film, they always shoot a hell of a lot more than what we end up actually seeing.
Exactly. Yeah.
In fact, some of those shots are sometimes shown in trailers.
Right. But
So
here's the
that's
thing. Here's the thing. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Ralph. But when they film all that and they do the final cut, they should watch it. I'm sure they do, and say, "Look, this makes the movie go slow. Let me take this out. The pacing is slow here. Let me take this out." Some movies you go and you see the movie and you go, why is this scene in here? It's dragging the film.
exactly. They're like, I can think of a lot of movies like that. I'm like, they didn't have to put that in there. Whole half an hour of that stupid planet where everybody gambles in Star Wars Episode 8. Total waste of time.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. All right. So I got a couple of movies that I know, horror movies, that are just too long and they should have cut them.
Okay.
The first one is It,
The new one?
the new one.
You
That
thought it
shit's
was
almost
too
like
long?
3 hours long.
Okay. Tell me why you think that's a problem.
It's just too long. It was just dragging.
You thought it dragged? I didn't think it dragged.
It was too long, Ralph. It's almost 3 hours. You didn't think it was too long? And then the second, they did a second movie, right? Remember?
Mhm.
They did a first movie and then they did a second movie. And the second movie was too long as well.
Do you think that the reason why those movies were particularly exceptionally long was because of
Well-
the whole desire? Let me finish the question. So the whole desire to kind of implement a lot of what Stephen King wrote in his books, because his novels be mad thick,
Yeah.
right? So do you think it might have something to do with that?
Well, if you're gonna put it into a film, if you're gonna adapt his book, you should be able to cut some stuff out of it, because
Sure.
you're putting in the movies, and you have to think of the people who are going to watch it. Do they really want to sit 3 hours long? Now, if it's going to like if it's going like for TV, like a series, like a mini series, because it was a TV movie before,
TV movie, Tim Curry, yeah.
right? And they made it into two parts, one night and another night. Remember, in the first part they were kids, and then when they gave it on the second night, they were adults.
Yes.
You understand? And each part was about 2 hours long. And you combine them together, it's like maybe 4 hours. So they put into two parts.
Like the way it worked for me, the way it works for me personally is that it didn't bother me per se because I didn't feel the length of how long.
Well,
it
I
was,
felt
because you know why? Because I actually got into the movie. Did you like it?
I liked it, but I wouldn't keep it like in my library, like to keep. I got horror movies on Blu-ray and DVD. I would not keep it. It is just too long.
Kevin from Kevin Geeks Out. Thank you. Hey, Kevin, it's so great to hear from you and see Kevin B. For those of you who don't know who Kevin is, I'm going to tell you right now. Kevin here does these shows at a movie theater in Brooklyn. I remember him coming up to the Alamo in Yonkers once to do it, where he does themes for particular areas of pop culture. Last month, he did John Carpenter. I happened to go, and I had a blast. It was great. Thank you for that. And he's saying hi to you too, Victor. Look at Kevin. Yeah, he's like, the It TV movie was 2 hours with commercial breaks.
Yeah, but if you combine them both together, it'll be 3 hours. But you see, that was a TV movie. But to make the It movie, the one that recently passed, into theaters, it was just too long. I didn't like it. I liked the movie if it was shorter.
Well, have you started watching Welcome to Derry yet?
Yeah, that's good.
I haven't. I want to start watching it. I'm going to try to start watching it.
That's pretty good. That's really good. I like it a lot.
Yeah. I haven't had a chance. I got to get to it.
All right, my second film that's too long is Terrifier 2. That was too long.
You thought Terrifier 2 was too long?
Yes,
Why?
it was too long. Ralph, go online and see what the time is on Terrifier 2.
Oh, I'm not denying that it's too long. I think what I'm kind of saying is that I didn't feel that.
Ralph, we was in the theater together.
I know, and I didn't complain.
There was
You
scenes
complained?
that shouldn't have been.
I don't remember
there.
you complaining.
Of course. Like I was telling you, if anybody's seen Terrifier 2, there's a scene where this lady starts singing, which shouldn't even belong in the damn
The
film.
Clown Cafe, that
was so stupid.
was great. I love that song.
Oh, God. That was garbage.
The Clown Cafe.
Anyway,
Go
I
ahead.
didn't like that film at all.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, now you're saying you didn't like it, but when we did a out of the theater reaction, bro,
Yeah,
and
but I did
you
say that the movie was kind of stupid when it turned into a superhero movie. Remember?
okay, but that's different. That's a different thing about
And you
it,
got to
not
go
the
look at the
length.
if we look at the review again. I said it was too long.
What did you think of 3?
I didn't see 3 because the reason why I didn't see 3 was because the second one threw me off with the superhero thing with the girl turning into like a superhero at the end. That threw me off. And then it's the third movie where it's going to be like Christmas. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? The best Terrifier movie was part 1.
I loved all of them so far, and
Oh, well.
3 was great. Since you didn't see it, I might as well tell you. Do you know who has a cameo appearance there in that movie?
With Chris Jericho,
No, he was in the other ones.
who has a cameo? I think I know.
Tom Savini.
Right, yeah.
It was great. I was like, what better person with all that blood and guts makeup effects to be in a cameo in that movie than the master himself, Tom Savini. I loved it. I thought it was great. Well, I enjoy the Terrifier movies. I really believe that Art the Clown has joined the ranks of all the other horror greats, along the lines of Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger and all of those. I really do. I really do. And even Frankie believes it. Look, he can't wait for part 4, more backstory.
Oh,
to
hell
Art the
no.
Clown.
I'm not going to watch that shit.
Ah! He doesn't
Hell
want to
no.
watch it anymore. He's done. He's done. Hold up. Let me before you keep going, Vic, I'm gonna copy and paste the link again. If anybody else wants to join us and give us their opinion. All right, go on. What's next, Vic? What else you got on your list?
Oh, you talking about
you.
me?
Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yeah, who am I talking to?
Well,
You don't have. I thought you had a list.
well, there was a couple of them, but they don't fall into the category of horror movies. But okay, here's something, Ralph. Here's something you need to know. Dawn of the Dead, the original one, the 1977 one. They have several versions of it, right? They have the theatrical version, they have the European version, they have the director's cut, and the director's cut, the European version is quite longer than the original version, right? It
Okay.
just says to the whole point of the thing. The theatrical version, it's 2 hours long, but it's fantastic. When you see the European version or the director's cut, it's just scenes in there that they really don't need.
Okay.
You know, that's what I'm trying to say. I mean, is that some horror films don't really need some scenes like I told you about the Terrifier. They didn't really need that singing scene. You know,
Well, why do you think the director thought it was needed?
what?
Why do you think some directors, like in the case of Terrifier or whatnot,
Right.
thought that it was a good thing to have these other scenes
Well,
put in?
because look, if I was a director, I'd go to the movie theater, and this is why they do test screenings. I would go see the theater with the people, not letting them know I'm in the back, and to see their reaction. You know, and then I would watch the film and say, okay, now this is kind of slow. I see the people like going to the concession stand at this point. I see them like kind of bored. You know, and then I would change some scenes and get the pace going along. You know, get the pace faster to get to the point of the film.
I see.
This is why a lot of movies. This is why a lot of movies are 90 minutes long. You know, well, to me, a horror movie should be 90 minutes to
That's
tell
the
a story.
standard. That I know.
Yeah, that's what it should be.
That's the
2 hours,
standard length.
2 hours is okay, but pushing it. Now, after 2 hours, they shouldn't even be doing that.
and it did that. How long was a Terrifier 2?
2 hours and 18 minutes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, like I think for me, so far I've not come. The only movie I've complained that it was too long is the movie I just saw, Keeper, and the only reason why I keep saying that
Keeper was too long.
In my brain, it was because I wanted it to end already because it was stupid. It was 1 hour and 39 minutes. That's it. Hold on. Kevin has wow, Kevin. The 90-minute standard goes back to the days of shipping film reels. It was more expensive to send a longer film to the cinema. That's all
I had
changed.
no idea.
That's
That's
all
good to
changed
know.
with digital. Got to listen
That's
to
good to
Kevin
know.
here. He's sage with this kind of stuff. He knows his thing, So yeah, that makes sense actually. Now that I think about it, it was too expensive. Apparently, now I learned it too just now. Didn't know that.
I'm starting to like now, Ralph. I'm starting to like now the theatrical versions of the film than an extended version of the films.
Oh, well, you mean like when they released it on Blu-ray or 4K or something? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Because now I see why they made a theatrical version, because they take out scenes that really don't need to be there.
Right.
It's good to have them, like to see them,
Right.
like to see what was part of the story. But if you take that scene out of the film, it doesn't make a difference anyway.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But
You know what? Okay, here's another film, Ralph. Are you ready?
yeah,
It
tell
wasn't
me.
that too long, but just to tell you that there's scenes of it that they should have taken out was Halloween 2, the Rob Zombie one.
You thought that was too long?
No. I'm telling you that was 90 minutes. I think was 90 minutes long.
Okay.
What I'm saying, scenes that they should have taken out.
Oh, I can think of quite a few.
Like the horse dream scene. That didn't even belong
Thinking
there.
about it. That was at the very. Like, what the hell is he doing with a horse?
They didn't make. What was the point of that? They didn't even clarify that.
If you remember at the very beginning of the movie, before the first scene appeared, there was like a quote from somebody or something, and it involved a horse.
Right. So imagine,
it was some kind of psychological symbolism of some kind of madness or something. I don't know.
So imagine you take those scenes out of the film, it would have made a difference.
It wouldn't have.
Yeah. So I don't know what the point. I was thinking the only reason why he added that scene was to put his wife in the movie.
Isn't that what Rob Zombie likes to do with all his movies? Every time Rob Zombie comes out with a movie, you better be rest assured Sherry Moon Zombie's going to be in it.
Exactly.
It's going to happen, people.
She's going to play some important part in the movie.
She's going to play some. She either plays the main role or some kind of supporting role that's big. So, she's in all of them. I'm like, geez, man. Anyway. So, all right. So, these are long movies. I get what you're saying. I mean, there's certain movies that I think deserve to be long. Like when I saw, I've never done this yet. I haven't done them, and yet I have the copies of The Lord of the Rings, right? That was long enough, right? 3 hours?
Right.
In the theater. But then they had the extended version, right? They have the extended version. That joint be even longer.
So it's even longer.
And I have it, but I haven't. And as much as I love The Lord of the Rings, I'm going to do it one day. You're going to
watch them. You're going to binge watch them.
I'm going to binge watch, and I'll probably be like, listen, guys, I'm going to go watch the extended version of all 3 Lord of the Rings movies. I'll see you all in I'll see you all in a couple of days.
Yeah, because you're going to make all 3 movies, Ralph. You're going to make all 3 movies into a 10-part series because you're going to fall asleep every once in a while.
I might just do that, depending on the day of the week and whether or not I'm working or not. I'll probably do it during the summer when I'm not. But, movies like that, I mean, remember back in the day when we rented a movie or bought a VHS tape of a movie, it was 2 tapes because it was too long.
Exactly. Yep, I remember.
Scarface was a movie like that.
Yeah, but Scarface is justifiable to be that long. You know? Huh?
How?
The story. Every part of that movie is great. You understand? Like, if you was to take any part of that movie out of the film, I think people would miss an important part of the film. You understand what I'm saying? And when I saw Scarface, check this out. When I saw Scarface in the theater, there was intermission because they knew
I
how long
remember
it
that.
was.
That was back in the day.
Yeah.
I remember, and they kept it in the tapes. I had a copy of the Ten Commandments.
See, that's what I'm saying.
And
Intermission the reason why I say they should put intermission so you could go to the restroom, so you could buy a consent, because you're going to sit there for 3 hours watching a film or 3 hours and a half. They did it with The Godfather. They did it with Scarface.
Gone with the Wind.
Of course, yeah, Gone with the Wind.
Yeah. There's
I
so
mean,
many.
come on. I mean, I think the intermission thing should come back. If you're going to do a 3-hour movie or 2 hours and a half, you should do an intermission.
What
Like
do you
after the
guys?
2 hour,
What do you guys out there think when you're hearing that? If you're watching the replay, at least comment, man. I'd be curious to hear if that would be a thing to bring back to the theater. A little intermission. Okay, everybody get up, stretch.
and let
do
me tell you
some
something, Ralph.
exercise.
That's why I do more streaming than go to the movies because I could pause it and go to the restroom. You understand?
Okay.
I do want to go to the theater and go to the Alamo and go watch a movie and stuff like that. But those long ass movies, you definitely want to pause it and go to the restroom or go to the concession stand.
Frank agrees. You see it?
Yeah.
And Kevin has something to say about it. Cinemas disliked intermission because it limited the number of screenings they could include in a day.
That's true.
But now, instead of intermission, we have 3-hour movies.
Unbelievable.
It's true, and I remember the last VHS tape movie that had 2 tapes was Titanic from 1998.
That
James
was one of the
Cameron.
last ones that had 2 tapes on it. Yeah.
I remember that, and
I saw Titanic in the movies,
me too.
and there was no intermission.
There was
They
no
played it
intermission.
straight.
They played it straight.
Yeah.
But I'll be real with you. I didn't feel it. That's the thing with me. It's like here's the issue. Everybody's different. Everybody's built different. Everybody thinks different. Everybody has a different tolerance level. Depending on the nature of the movie, depending on the content, depending on the story, depending on a whole bunch of different factors that makes a movie good or bad, can be contingent on whether or not you're gonna like it, if it's too damn long or not.
Right. But I think, Ralph, that it also depends on the person in the sense that what I'm trying to say, okay, let's suppose you take your father and your mom to the movies and you're going to see something like the Titanic, which is something they're interested in seeing. They ain't going to hold their bowel movements for 3 hours. I'm serious. They need intermission back in movies.
I'm starting to wonder if there's all this complaining about the bathroom because it keeps coming up. Frank brings it up, and
No, Ralph, it makes sense. It makes sense. I'll give you an example. When I saw Avengers Endgame, that shit was long, but it was great. The whole fucking movie was great.
Yeah.
When the final battle scene happened between Thanos and all his men against the Avengers and everybody at the end,
yeah,
I had to go to the bathroom so bad, but I didn't want to miss that scene. I came close, Ralph, close to taking my cup that was empty and going like this. I said, nobody's going to see me because everybody's watching the movie. I'm going to get away with this one. But I held it, and boy, I didn't want the movie to end, but at the same thing, man, this is the end. It's going to end quick.
Salute Triborough. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining. Please join the party. Go ahead.
So that's what I'm saying. It should be like an intermission, man.
Frank is like, dude, I have ulcer colitis. Woo. So when I'm sick and I have to go, Damn, that sucks.
That sucks.
I'm sorry, man. Yeah,
So-
yeah. I'm starting to see a pattern here. A lot of the people on this chat, including you,
Yeah.
that are talking about movies being too long, and the bathroom theme keeps coming up. It's simply indicative of our age. We're in our 50s now. Let's not.
I don't think so.
Oh, really?
No,
That
because
mean
my son
when
is
you were
look,
in
my-
your
look,
20s.
Hold on a second. My son is in his 20s. All right. And when we were watching Avengers, he said, I have to go to the bathroom 2 times. I said, I ain't leaving. I'm watching the movie. And I told him, I always tell him when we go to the theater, please go to the bathroom before we go to the movie. Oh, but I don't feel it now. I don't care if you don't feel it now. Go look deep inside your bowels and try to release it.
Damn, Vic. Deep inside your bowels. Hi.
'Cause-
Wait, my I gotta stop. My queen just came in. Hi,
hi.
hi, beautiful. How are you? She's my queen, and she's saying hi to
Oh.
you too, Vic. Look, hi, Vic.
Hi. I said hi to her. Ralph, another movie that was like that I had to go to the bathroom myself and my son as well was Avatar.
Oh my God! I think I felt the length on that one. I'm not a big Avatar fan. I think that's why.
I like the movie a lot,
The
but
movie was good. I have a confession to make. I haven't seen the last two. Oh wait, the third one's about to come out.
right,
The-
you haven't
the-
seen the
the-
last one that came
The
out.
last one, Way of Water. I haven't seen it yet.
It's good, but like it was long, just like the other one, so it's long.
Exactly. So it's kind of like you gotta, again, you have, like you said earlier, maybe they should bring back the intermissions. But Kevin made an interesting point, about intermissions and how that could, that could limit the amount of screenings they do. Less screenings, less money.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? Triborough's, wait. Kevin says, when I was 12, I would have to use the bathroom, but that's because I would drink a 72-ounce cherry Coke.
Yeah,
And-
but
and
okay.
try-
And here's another thing. Okay, you want to limit your screening time. You want to put more screens for the film. Then cut off the damn commercials at the beginning.
Yeah, that they should do. That they should do.
But they're not going to do
Because-
that because the theater gets paid to have that there.
Oh my God.
They're losing money already.
I go into, look, the movie, it says 8:00, right? Let's say I go to a movie and I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna get my ticket for this movie. It's at 8, okay, 8:00, bet. So I get it, and then I go to the movies, 8:00. The movie itself doesn't start until like 8:30.
Right, and by that time you drank half of your drink already.
Oh no, I'm already done with everything.
Yeah, and your popcorn is almost gone.
Yeah. You think I'm gonna wait?
And then the half hour's gone by already watching the commercials, and now the movie starts. You already watched half hour commercials, an hour of the movie. It's been an hour and a half. You want to go to the restroom?
That's
just saying.
becoming more of a main theme for us guys, right? As we get older.
But I'm just saying, Ralph, horror movies. Okay, the whole point of the thing is horror movies in general should be 90 minutes long.
Oh
if you
yeah,
go-
horror movies. Yeah, like
You
and
understand?
it is a general length. I get it.
2
Cut off
hours
the-
long is pushing it, but
Triboro's like cut off the commercials, but keep the trailers showing before the movies. Okay, so there's commercials and there's
that's another
trailers.
thing, Ralph. Okay, half hour commercials, another half hour of trailers.
Well, when you say a half-hour commercial, you're talking about before they even start the trailers, they have all those things, those
Right,
commercials
like the
and
AMC thing where they start announcing about the AMC.
But they're already playing that before the movie time, before the allotted movie time that's shown in the app. Like, let's say movies at 8:00. I go to the theater. I get there 15 minutes, 20 minutes earlier. I get my popcorn. I just want to get there early to settle in. I'm sitting there. They're playing these commercials. And then at 8:00, that's when the trailers start. And that's what takes a half an hour.
Well, I
Oh,
don't know. You've been in the theater more than I have.
okay. What is your favorite long horror movie?
My favorite
What-
long horror movie.
What's a horror movie that was long but you didn't mind.
Dawn
It
of the
was good.
Dead. To me, Dawn of the Dead, the 1977 version, the original one.
It's 77. I thought it was 79, 77.
77.
Okay.
No, wait, no. No, I think it's 78. I think it was 78.
78. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
both wrong. We're
78.
kind of in the middle. So okay, yeah.
That was about 2 hours long.
Okay, and you thought it was
It was perfect.
worth it.
I didn't feel it. Yeah, it was perfect.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Trarbro says The Exorcist. The Exorcist was how long was The Exorcist?
I think it was like an hour and 40 something minutes.
I think so.
Let me see. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah,
Well,
go ahead. Look it up. Look it up. You know,
Okay.
while you do that, I'll read Frankie's comment. All right, guys, I have to go. Time to make the donuts. May the Schwartz be with you. Okay. All right, Frankie, take care. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. To keep on asking. Let's see.
Okay, it was 2 hours and 2 minutes.
Okay.
The Exorcist.
Okay. Okay.
122 minutes.
All
But
right.
you didn't feel it. I didn't feel it.
Kevin, look at this. The Shining, 2 hours, 23 minutes.
Ah, but that's a good movie.
And it's another Stephen King.
Yeah, but that was good.
Again, the thing
Now,
about
okay, yeah.
Stephen
Okay,
King.
but here's the
and
thing. Stanley Kubrick shortened it because they gave that movie, they gave The Shining, Stephen King's version of The Shining on TV, and that movie was long, the way Stephen King wanted it.
Wasn't that a miniseries?
It was a no, it was like maybe a 2-night thing, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was a 2-night thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but this was longer than the movie.
Gotcha.
You understand? So
Gotcha.
Stephen King shortened his version.
Let me see something real quick. I'm looking at all the horror movies I have up back there.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I may have to roll with The Exorcist being my favorite longest horror movie, 2 hours and 22 and 2 minutes. And because
You
as
ever
much
seen
as
the
I
Belf-
like, as much as I liked it, which
Uh-huh.
was longer than that. You know, I like The Exorcist a hell of a lot more than it, but you know.
Okay. I'm just reading online. It says some long horror movies include Midsummer. You saw that movie?
I saw Midsummer, yes.
That was an hour and 43 minutes. The Shining. The Shining was an hour. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. Yeah, 148 minutes was Midsummer. 148 minutes. Sorry, and The Shining was 146 minutes. Hereditary was 127 minutes.
127 minutes. Hereditary, I loved Hereditary.
Rosemary's Baby, 137 minutes.
So these are the horror movies that are exceptionally long,
Right.
Beyond the 90-minute. You know, wait, let me see something, because I am getting a lot of Nicole Kidman. This is part of the AMC thing that ticks me off. I can't
Always.
stand to watch Nicole Kidman. Okay,
Yeah.
like right before the movie, it's like, you know, she comes out with when you go into a theater, everything, and you know, it's like, oh God, here we go. You know, it's ridiculous. You know, but yeah. Anyway, that's another thing about that movie. You know, Nicole Kidman. A funny thing about that: every time we go to the theater, my lady and I, and Nicole Kidman pops up, she starts clapping, just to mess with me. You know, like I'm like, oh God.
Isn't after when she speaks? Isn't after when Nicole Kidman speaks? That's when the trailers come after that.
No, the trailers end. That's right before the actual movie starts.
Oh, okay. I always thought that after she spoke,
Yeah,
the trailers come out.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You know, but it's funny, you know, how that works. What were you gonna say, Vic?
Oh, nothing. That was it. Those are the horror movies that. But as you can tell, this list is short. I mean, like from online, when I look at the list of the longest horror movies, number one is It. It says it right there because it's a two-part, and if you add them both together,
How long was
comes-
The Omen? You
the
want to look
Omen's
that
not
up?
on here, so I'll look that up. But
I'm curious. Because back in the 70s, there was, many, I mean, you had your long movies. you had
okay,
your-
it was an hour and 51 minutes, almost a 2-hour mark.
an hour and 51 minutes.
51 minutes, an hour and 51 minutes, almost 2 hours.
Gotcha. Yeah. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what? I think, the takeaway from this, if we all have to agree, is that everybody has their thing. If you can go to the theater and enjoy a movie, and if you're willing to hold on to that pee just a little longer, you might still be able to enjoy your movie without having to miss any part. But, aside from that, like for somebody like me, I sit through the whole thing. The only horror movie I felt that was too long wasn't even long. And that was Keeper, which I just saw. It was too long. I wanted it to end. There was at one point, Vic, I thought it was over. And I was like, okay, we're about to leave now. And then again went to something else. And I'm like, I going, you don't even fucking. I was mad. I was like,
Oh, my God.
When is this going to end already? And when it ended, I, got up and.
When was the last time you felt like that about a movie?
Ooh.
Long time, right?
No, there was a movie. It wasn't a horror movie. There was a movie that my lady and I saw this past summer that had a whole bunch. It was star-studded, funny enough. I forgot what it was called, but it was weird. It was weird, and it pissed me off. I was like, this is a piece
What
of
about
garbage.
the Joker, the second Joker movie?
Oh, that was awful. That was awful, straight up. You saw
Yeah.
it?
No, I haven't.
Don't.
I mean, I heard so many bad things about it.
Just don't. Just don't.
Didn't
I was
you
like
want
that.
that?
Huh?
Didn't you want that to end?
Yeah, kind of. I don't know how long it was, but I could just tell you that it was dumb because it's like it was a musical.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? Why was it a musical? Because Lady Gaga was in it? That's the reason why it was a musical?
That had to be it. To me, I to this day, I start thinking
They
that's the only
ruined
reason
the whole point of it.
yeah.
Because the first movie wasn't like that at all.
The
This
first
one had
movie
a
is
different
great.
feel. The first movie was great.
The first movie
Joaquin
is
Phoenix
great,
was
man.
excellent in that thing. I thought it was excellent.
And now it's tarnished because of that crap.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking in making that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was great that she played the character?
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn. I thought it was great that she played Harley Quinn, but then when it turned but then it morphed. She kept on turning from Harley Quinn to Lady Gaga to Harley Quinn again. And it's like I got confused. I was like, wait a minute, stay in character here. It bothered me, man. I was like, come on, man. And that's not taking anything away from Lady Gaga. She is an actress extraordinaire. She is amazing. I do respect the crap out of her, but that movie, I don't know what they were thinking in putting that together. That's how I feel. Kevin's asking, can you name another example where a non-musical has a sequel that's a musical? Ooh, trivia. We're going to have trivia night with Kevin one day.
I can't.
Here on Thursday Night Coffee.
I can't name another one that was that.
I bet he can. I bet he can. Kevin,
No,
what is it? Because I have no idea.
I think that comment was just to ask us a question if we know.
I don't know of any. Oh, it might be more rhetorical. Triborough saying, I love the chemistry between Joaquin and Gaga, but should have never been a musical. I agree. So being a musical is what ruined it. Also, the ending was god awful. I did not like it. How it ended. I was like, what the hell happened? Kevin, I can't name another. You were right, Vic. Look, I thought he had another. I thought he had a name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was terrible. Okay, guys. So we're gonna wrap it up here. We're nearing the 1 hour mark. I want to just once again remind everybody we're here every Thursday, usually from 8 to 9 or 8:30 to 9:30. Tonight it's from 9 to 10. And I just wanted to once again thank my co-founder of the channel, Vic.
Thank you, bro.
Here, he's got so much. This guy has got. We both grew up together. We both went through everything and seen it all in all these horror movies. Kevin, great Killer Clowns poster, Vic. He likes your Killer Clowns poster.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like Killer Clowns.
Oh, he loves Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
bro.
I saw the movie, and I was like, okay, that was a trip. Definitely popcorn entertainment extraordinaire. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are watching the replay and all that, thank you for hanging out with us for 1 hour here on Thursday Night Coffee. I will not be here next Thursday because next Thursday is the Gobble Gobble Day. It
Thanksgiving.
is Thanksgiving. So everybody have a safe and blessed Thanksgiving. Be with your families. Pray with your families. Laugh with your families. Enjoy each other's time. Okay? And just have a great time. I'm looking so forward to, seeing everybody. And I know you are too, Vic, and stuff like that. But
Thanks, Ralph.
we got the little turkey right there in the corner there saying gobble gobble. And and yes, Triborough, happy Thanksgiving to you and to your family, brother. Enjoy. And until next time. Kevin, by the way, Kevin, thank you for stopping by. I your insight and your input. You don't know what it's done. You don't know what it's done for the channel. I really appreciate your time here, brother. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi, and I hope you come by again. We're going to be here again next week, and not next week, in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, sorry. Great talk, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Kevin. So check out, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put, after I get off the line here, I'm going to put Kevin's website. I'm going to put the link below so people who are interested in attending any of his cool events and stuff like that, because he does all kinds of themes and stuff like that with pop culture and movies and television and all these kind of themes. And it's amazing. If you guys are interested, I'll put the link below so you can click on there, check his stuff out, and just know that that's what we're here for. We're here to introduce you all to all this fun stuff. Interesting topic today, Vic. It's not a common topic. The longest horror movie. Oh God, it's too long. Nobody thinks that way.
Well,
we just complain about it and move on. But it didn't. But today was different.
You're right.
What were you gonna say?
No, no.
Oh, you look like you were gonna say something. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Horror and Coffee. This is Thursday Night Coffee. We will be here again on a Thursday evening in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
After the Thanksgiving Day break.
After Thanksgiving.
After Thanksgiving, the Thursday after. And I hope to see you all next time. Both of us do. Until then, just enjoy your food. Don't eat too much. Don't drink too much. Drive safe. And have a great night, and please consider subscribing and tap on the bell for future notifications for future Horror and Coffee content. This is Ralph. This is Victor. Victor, hang on. Do not go anywhere yet because we talk after the 3 p.m. That's why I
Obviously,
said that. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Take care. Have a good night. Happy Thanksgiving. Take care.